Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the A-Gap Podcast. And now, your host, Colby.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the A-Gap Podcast. We're back after a couple weeks. It's so good to see your faces. Couldn't tell or couldn't notice if you guys told that my voice is a little scratchy. Had a long weekend. We're still recovering. Matt had a long weekend. Tom was probably busy doing some shit too, but we are back and we are here for you guys to talk a little sports. So, what is it that we're going to be maybe debating or talking about in the beginning of this episode? Tom, I know you had some news you wanted to share, but we hopping into a hot debate, or are we going story time first, gentlemen?
You've got a hot debate for us to debate, then let's hotly get at it, if you've got one for us.
I was going to say maybe we should talk about what the best cities for a bachelor party would be, because that's where I was.
Oh, I like that.
And I was just in South Lake Tahoe. It was an absolute riot. We went golfing. We went wake surfing on Lake Tahoe. And we had a hot night at the casino, which was super fun. Everybody was winning except for one guy who decided just to hit the slot machines and lost a lot of money. But everybody was hot on the blackjack table. So I would say South Lake definitely climbed my rankings for fun bachelor party cities.
I'd say that's up there. I mean, San Diego's not bad either. I've done that. I don't have a lot of experience, but I want to go to Nashville. I think that would be a fun one.
Yeah, that would be fun, I think.
And then, of course, Vegas, if you really want to, not even
classic
show up to a pod.
Yeah, how could you not say Vegas first and foremost? It's got more stuff to do than anywhere.
It's just mainstream,
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's a little mainstream, but I feel like South Lake is like small Vegas. It's even like small Reno almost too.
Yeah.
So it's fun. There's a few places.
It's like the Russian dolls.
Yeah. 100%. I feel like Scottsdale would be fun. Fail Gang just said New Orleans would be fun.
Oh yeah, New Orleans would be hell
yeah. New Orleans would be an absolute blast. I've heard Nashville a lot, but then if you wanted to go smaller, you could also maybe do like Charleston or like something on that East Coast.
That'd be nice.
A lot of fun. I'm trying to think of some other ones that would be a little maybe underrated. Maybe like Austin, Texas. That could be a blast.
Yeah.
Austin would be a lot of fun. There's a lot out there. Maybe Roswell if you want to get like weird. A little Area 51 action.
People do that? Yeah, that's what they want.
I'm sure somebody out there has done it,
I'll tell you.
You know what I want for my bachelor party, guys?
What?
Can we go to New Zealand and go to Hobbiton?
Oh, that would be fucking sick.
That'd be a hell of a bachelor party, dude.
If you pay half my ticket, I'll go.
Yeah, to New Zealand.
Yeah,
you're buying your own way to New Zealand. Come on, bro, let's go, dude.
I have to buy my own way to your bachelor party.
Yeah, dude, it's a once in a lifetime experience, dude.
Rude, dude.
Tom's gonna be like, you guys have to buy
no guarantees on that.
Not the bachelor party, the New Zealand thing.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah. Hobbiton, dude. Hobbiton.
The next bachelor party will be a little more low-key.
Yeah, exactly. That's chill.
I did see there was on Airbnb, there's like a Hobbit town in America that you can rent out.
I think I saw that.
So if you wanted to cut some costs, maybe we do it that way. It's probably in the middle of like bumfuck Ohio or something. But
you can probably get more fucked up there than you can in New Zealand anyway.
Yeah,
so
it's probably true, actually.
On the actual set, they don't let you bring brewskis out there.
No way. I wouldn't think so. But there's got to be, I guarantee there's areas around it that you could stay that are like Lore Tour themed and everything, which would be a lot of fun.
There's like you like to do a hiking trip and shit, and you go to a bunch of different places, not just Hobbiton, and you can like do a whole thing. It's like it's on the bucket list.
There we go. All right, deal. Fail Gang said go to Boston, Beantown. That could be kind of fun. Maybe go. There's a lot of sports.
I've gotten really drunk in Boston. That's happened in my life. Yeah, it's a good time.
And also, if you're in Boston, you could also probably hop over to Philly. Then you hop over to New York. You could do like a little East Coast circuit. I feel like it's so close over there, so that could be a fun time.
Do we do bachelor parties in Manhattan?
Oh, there you go. Fancy. Go see a fucking Broadway show, dude.
A show.
Be sophisticated. I'm drinking my red wine tonight. I'm a little sophisticated
tonight,
dude.
So... That's a hell of a night.
Pinky out. Cheers, gentlemen. Drink them if you got them.
Cheers. That's an IPA.
Salud. Tell you, I went to back-to-back weddings the last 2 weekends. A lot of driving. Drove about 2,500 miles over the last 10 days.
Ooh.
Can I ask a question about the 2,500 miles, or is this not an appropriate time?
No, go for it.
Matt, I want you to explain something maybe, Colby, if you want to demonstrate it. This is this thing called a plane, and then it flies. It uses jet engines, and they invented this a long time ago, and it's solved travel. It's made the world smaller in a way. So I just want to say that it exists. Just heads up.
Yeah, but there's this thing that always happens these days, it seems like, which are called cancellations and delays. So I don't know if you recall, but I went to Colby's 30th birthday party, and my flight back got canceled the night before and had to drive all the way home in a rental car, horrifically hungover. So trying to avoid that. Actually, this girl I'm dating she went to a bachelorette party in Florida this weekend. Her flight got delayed, her flight to her connecting flight got delayed. Missed that flight, had to stay in some bumfuck city overnight, get back to work Monday, a day late at noon. So
brutal.
I would rather just I know I sound like an old man, but I would rather just know that I'm 100% in control of my itinerary by just getting in a car, even if it takes many more hours.
Are you an audiobook guy or what? How'd you make it through?
Everything under the sun, man. Audiobooks, YouTube videos, music, my thoughts, but not too much, because when you're hungover, those they're never good.
It gets so dark you can't see the road. So yeah, it's a good call to put.
What am I doing?
Yeah, exactly. it's like it's fading to black in real life. You're like, oh no. Turn some on.
So got to avoid that. But yeah, Santa Cruz, very nice place for a wedding, and McCall, Idaho, really nice place for a wedding too. Nice. So
hell yeah,
recommend.
Beautiful.
Well, congrats to the now grooms. A couple of friends of the pod, so salute to them. I saw a couple pictures on Instagram. Looked like beautiful weddings. So congratulations, Kennedy, and congratulations to your brother too, right?
Yeah.
Oh fuck yeah, man, that's awesome.
Taking the pressure off.
You got a sister-in-law. You got a new member of the family.
Yeah, she came up to me. She's like, "We're bros now," or something.
Hell yeah, that's a
hell
keeper.
Yeah.
That's a fucking keeper right there. Well, hell yeah, Tom. What were you up to for the weekend?
Oh, I've been working, but I've been doing the HelloFresh because every YouTube video and TV ad and podcast that advertise HelloFresh finally got us.
Everyone but us.
Yeah, see, good for you guys. You don't need to jump in. I have saved a lot of money. It's it was like $75 for 4 meals between the two of us, which $75 for 4 meals, all pretty fresh, is very solid. So I've been saving some money. But my one experience was making gravy for the first time, maybe ever. Maybe I made some gravy back in the day. Put all the ingredients in there, get it in the pan, get it going. Then I'm just sitting there looking at it. And I'm like, man, this is still pretty viscous. This is still very watery. When's it going to get gravy? Like what's going on? And I'm just staring at it, and it's been a while. It's cooking. I'm like, what the fuck? And I look at the thing. It says whisk constantly. And I'm like, fuck.
Oh, shit.
So then I start whisking it constantly. And so after, maybe 15, 20 minutes there, I got myself a nice little gravy and threw it on the meat, and it was a delicious treat. But yeah, I didn't know you have to whisk constantly to thicken the gravy.
Yeah. Well, how did you think gravy was made before you had this experience?
Oh, I don't know, Colby. What the fuck? You put that shit in a pan and let it cook, bro. What do you think is gonna happen?
There's just so many things
the instructions
that exist on this earth that you have to kind of stir constantly.
Yeah,
dude. I just kind of thought
Yeah, dude. I've learned something, and now I'm aware of how to thicken up the gravy. So,
hell yeah.
So is it just gravy that they gave you? Because that would explain why it was like $10 a head per meal.
No, it was many things. There's always like a starch, a veggie, a protein, and a sauce. That's like every meal has a starch, a veggie, a protein, and a sauce. And then they mix together and shit sometimes, and sometimes keep them separate.
All right, hell yeah.
Nice.
Not too bad.
What was your favorite thus far that you've had? Was it the gravy?
I made this Tex-Mex fucking thing that had it was like rice with some they do a couple of different pork spices that kind of make it like that Mexican flavor with it. And I made a salsa and I put it in. It was chopped up chicken with that, or chopped up carne asada with the rice, with the salsa, with the sauce. It was real good together. So that was the favorite one I made so far.
Hell yeah. Well, hey,
you get 10% off by typing in promo code AGAP. And
yeah, dude. That's I swear to God, there was one day I saw 4 HelloFresh ads in YouTube videos, podcasts, or TV shows, and I'm like, what's going on? You already got me, HelloFresh. Move on, dude.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I've
Find
already
another
bought
Patsy. Yeah, exactly.
That's what Joe Rogan did for Liquid IV, and now it's more expensive. So thanks a lot.
Thanks,
Yep.
Joe
See?
Rogan.
Thanks,
Jacking
Joe.
up the prices on everything.
Where's my Hello Fresh gone? Where's
Can't get my
what
Four
I need
Sigmatic
gone?
mushroom coffee.
Yeah. I always get those ads on TikTok. It's like, this is what happened when I replaced my coffee with mushrooms. It's like, all right, cool.
No, great.
Cool.
Promotional ad. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It is pretty
Promoted.
good, actually. It's
Hell
good.
yeah. I might need to give it a try because I do like some coffee, but on certain days it's like too much. I'm like, I don't need
If
to
you
feel
want-
like I have
yeah.
a rocket in my ass.
Like that mid-afternoon, you're starting
Yeah.
to fade a little bit, but
Yeah.
you don't want to get twacked out. Four Sigmatic mushroom coffee is the perfect solution for you.
Fuck yeah. All right. I'm
Yeah,
down.
I found my debate. Whatever happened to decaf coffee?
Dude, fuck.
Why's it got to be mushroom coffee?
Why
Can't
do
it
you
be
need
decaf
but
coffee?
why do
You
you
still
need
get all the same flavor, and it's warm and nice, and it's not hot chocolate like a child.
True, but I think like decaf
Give me a
coffee is
decaf
for people
at
that just
4:30
enjoy
PM.
coffee. I enjoy coffee, but like if I'm gonna drink coffee, I need some kind of return from it. Like the only
It's like
reason
beer.
I'm drinking, yeah,
What's your
it's kinda
mushroom
like beer.
coffee return?
Not drinking no duels.
Matt said you get like a tiny little boost. but
Mushroom
it's not gonna
coffee
keep
has
you up all
caffeine
night.
in it. It just doesn't have a lot. It's like a small dosage, like a quarter of a cup of coffee.
Is the caffeine from the mushrooms? They just throw it in there, or what? Sounds pretty artificial.
I don't know exactly where it comes from, but it's got lion's mane and chaga, which are good for
there
your
it
brain
is.
functionality.
Of course.
okay.
Get your
It's
cordyceps
It's
going.
not necessarily caffeine. It's a bunch of random ass vitamins.
There's
that are
also
all-
caffeine in it.
Bunch
Tom.
of cool names. They put it in there. It's definitely mushroom coffee.
Tom,
All
if
right,
you don't
cool,
stop,
dude.
they are never going to sponsor us.
Yeah, dude, you
gotta
already
cut
ruined
it.
our ad, dude. It's over.
Hey,
It's over
I think
for
the
us.
decaf coffee industry is struggling, so they might actually more likely jump on board, dude.
Yeah, if
It was the '90s last time I saw someone order one.
if any of these companies are listening to our podcast and you want us to network to our 10 closest friends, hit us up. We're available,
Yeah, dude,
baby.
we got you.
Open and available for business. We will sell out to anybody and everybody. So hit us up, please.
Until then, we got some good fake ads coming down the pike, so
Absolutely.
get ready for that.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah, we are getting prepared for the NFL season. It's still preseason. There was a Hall of Fame game. Hand up if you guys did not watch it. You
Pretty
watched
good.
a little bit of it, Tom?
I watched the beginning.
How was it? Was it real
It was
football?
Josh Jacobs.
or-
That was the most shocking thing. I mean, it was real football. The actual head coaches are out there. That's always one thing in these preseason games. It's not like it's not like in baseball when they do a split squad and the bench manager is the manager of the game. Like this is the legit whole coaching staff is there. You know,
Yeah.
it's just third stringers, except for Josh Jacobs, which that's all the intrigue. Like why would they put their starting running back in there? And it was like 2 series, and he was running some shit, dude. He was looking real good. And so now everyone thinks that they're trying to trade Josh Jacobs, and that's the only reason they played him so
They
much.
probably are.
okay,
They've been trying to
okay.
run that guy to the ground for years.
Yeah, and point proven when he fucking run him to the ground in a preseason game.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ, Raiders. And you know the new guy over there. He wants to do a committee thing. He doesn't want a single guy. He wants 5 guys.
Well, what did he do as soon as he came to Denver? Traded Jay Cutler. He's trying to make a splash.
Who's he even gonna get though? What's it even gonna be worth? It's gonna be a
Josh
second rounder.
Jacobs, like a 4th round pick, maybe.
Yeah, dude, maybe.
When
I
he's
hate
got 1 or
that the
2 years
Eagles have
left.
rumors to fucking running backs. I hate that every running back's Eagles.
Yeah.
Always
Heard
always
Heard
looking
Miles
in, always-
Sanders is at a
always
good
checking
camp.
in. He has good. He
Yeah.
has. Early in camp, he did like one day where he repped with the second team, and then everyone freaked out. But yeah, no, he's looking good, dude. He's gonna be great.
He's going to be the starter, right? It's going to be Handcuff, him and Gainwell. And then
100%.
Boston Scott as the third guy.
Change of pace, 100%. That's the plan.
Pretty
It's a
good room.
core. Yeah, 100%. A lot of up and coming. I still, it's like Sanders said, has not in my mind hit his peak. Gainwell has not hit his peak. Boston Scott, there were a couple of those games he may have hit
Oh,
his
yeah.
peak. There's some Boston Scott games that shocked everybody. But Gainwell's up and coming, and I think Sanders, if he is a legit bell cow, if he is the guy, then he's got some upside.
Oh, he's only 25 years old.
Yeah, exactly.
Not bad.
He's younger than Saquon. He was Saquon's backup.
Headline is that he's trying to get the respect that he finally deserves.
There we
Yep.
go. Go
There
for
you
it.
go.
You got it, baby.
Is he in the
Keep
best
working.
shape of his life, would you say?
Yeah,
Even when he
absolutely.
can't?
Absolutely, dude. That's what they all say, but
Exactly. Yeah. It was nice seeing because I was like I played some golf on Thursday and then I was getting dinner with some family after, so it was like on the TV in the background. It was cool seeing Doug Peterson on the sideline again. That was nice, He's out there for the
I love Doug.
Jags. Yeah.
Did
Yeah,
Trevor
I'm always
play?
down. No, God, no.
Okay.
He had the classic looked like a high school player with his jersey on but no pads. You know, like
He had, like,
walking
a
around
tie on
high
underneath.
school. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So that was, I don't know, it was cool to see. Also, another cool, just like NFL thing, Hard Knocks is starting again tonight. I don't know if you guys knew that.
Tonight.
Yeah, tonight, new episode of Hard Knocks with the Lions. There's the clip going around of Jamal Williams like hyping up the boys. He's like crying in the huddle, like, last season, that wasn't us. I'm getting emotional. Like, that wasn't us. Let's work our ass off. It was like, fuck
So
yeah.
awesome.
Everybody was like, I'm ready to run through a fucking
Love
brick
that
wall
dude.
after this. Like, let's go. I started watching, because I hadn't watched it at all. The last night I put on the Colts in season episode. I was like, all right, Hard Knocks is coming. Let's get into the vibe. It was kind of interesting. It was just like Carson Wentz with his kids. I'm like, oh, well, like that's already over. Like it was kind of funny, like in hindsight, seeing like it was their head coach who's like really hyping up, like
Frank Reich.
Frank Reich was like, me and Carson. I mean, you know the whole story. Was offensive coordinator, blah blah blah, and it was like, we're gonna go get Carson. He fits perfectly in the scheme, and I'm like, this is actually now kind of a comedy, knowing what had happened to their season and everything. So. It was fun to watch. I'm sure I'll probably watch a little bit more of that, and then definitely we'll be watching the Lions episode tonight or
it's like an awkward curb episode.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm committed to him. He's committed to me. I'm here in Indy for the long term.
I've got the drop somewhere, but like I said, I'm seeing 4 of everything right now because I'm just still recovering.
It's preseason for everyone.
I mean, I'm hoping. I mean, who doesn't want to see Dan Campbell? That's perfect.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what kind of personality Jameson Williams is, but obviously Jamal Williams is awesome. I hope somebody asks Jared Goff where the sun rises.
Yeah.
Like a cool little callback to Rams.
That would be incredible. He's been on what, 3 seasons now?
Has he been?
Yeah, because he was on the Jeff. Yes.
Oh.
He was on the Jeff Fisher season.
Fisher.
One with McVay last season, and then now this season with the Lions.
No, because he was on the Lions last year.
The McVay one, you're right. So there was the Chargers Rams one. That was the COVID.
Yes.
The COVID one.
Yes.
2020, I thought.
That's right.
Yep.
The combo. That's where they did all the testing and shit.
So yeah. So my bad. I think that was still. I don't think
that's
was
still Goff. 3.
That was
this
Stafford,
is 3,
wasn't it?
I don't know. 2020. It could have been Goff.
I think it. Maybe. I don't know. He may have been in like the first episode or something, and then they dealt him like in the.
I don't think
appearance is a QB stat. It's like wins. Like how many Hard Knocks have you appeared on is directly tied to how successful you've been as a quarterback.
How many? I don't think there's many quarterbacks that have been on there twice.
No,
probably not.
I don't think you want to be because
it means you're
in the bottom rung. Yeah, and you're forced to do it.
You keep getting tossed around in new shitty teams. But that was that Hard Knocks with the Chargers Rams in COVID. That was a little different.
Yes.
That was like a halfy Hard Knocks. That wasn't a full one.
I hope they come back to count. I hope they come back to full form this season because it's been like digressing a little bit.
It's been bad.
And it's like, all right, let's
Cowboys one. Didn't we get a Cowboys one?
Or it was last year.
Cowboys was.
Jerry Jones.
I didn't watch any of that. Yeah, I didn't watch. I watched first episode and then it was over. But
Jerry Jones with the same old, we're going to be the toughest team in the NFL, same old shit that everybody says.
Classic.
But, they somebody was roasting him today, but like they're like that team that's supposed to be in the business of winning Super Bowls, but they've won 3 playoff games in the last 20 years or something like that.
Yep.
Like you're in their division, so you're probably sick of it. But
they always talk
still
about
America's team because they got a big star.
Yeah, and they've got a window to God in their stadium. That's why. That's why it's there, Matt. Yeah. So the hole in the stadium, so God can watch his team.
Ah, okay.
They say like once they win a Super Bowl, Jerry Jones will just ascend.
Just stands on the star and floats to the top.
It's actually a portal.
Yeah, I think he'll just disintegrate. And he's been held together so much this whole time. He's been held together by this. I want to say hatred, but just desire. He has such a desire to win a Super Bowl. He just disintegrates when they finally win. Yeah. But he won't. Because that won't ever happen. Because the goddamn Cowboys, dude.
So is this Mike McCarthy's last year?
If they don't make the playoffs, 100%.
Yeah, I think we've said
if they lose the first round, 100%.
It's got to be.
If they make it to a championship, I think
NFC ship.
It's got to be a chip. Yeah, it's got to be a chip in their future. That's the only way he keeps his job.
Even then, if Sean Payton's available,
they're going for it.
Unless they win a Super Bowl.
That's I think what we
If
said
they
last
win a
episode,
Super
right?
Bowl,
They
of
have to
course.
win the Super Bowl for him to keep his job, basically.
I wouldn't be shocked if they lost an NFC Championship game and looked competitive. I would think Mike McCarthy sticks around.
I would
They're
argue
just
that
not
as
going
well.
to. I mean, when you watched them play,
They're not going to.
I mean, they were like the highest scoring offense in the NFL last year, but you watched when they played the Niners in that playoff game, they got absolutely bullied.
Destroyed.
Yeah.
And I think the whole Cowboys are going to be like all the bets right now is that the Cowboys are going to win the division. I think that's terrible bet right now. I think the Cowboys could be sneaky bad. They could fall out.
They're just not a tough football team. They don't have that identity.
And
I
only
think the Birds
lost
are gonna,
talent.
Yeah.
I agree.
They lost Cooper. They have the world's worst running back contract.
Yeah.
They got Tony Pollard, who's nice, but they're tied to Dak, who is good, not great. CeeDee Lamb's going to be the leader of that receiving room, and we don't know he's got a lot of talent, but we don't know what his ceiling is right now.
But he has trust issues because he wouldn't let his girlfriend look at his phone on draft night.
Yeah. Who is the
meme?
Big veteran presence on that offense that's going to
It's going to have to be Dak, right?
They lost their guard too, Zach Martin or something. Who's the good offensive lineman that retired too after his injuries this last season too? They lost another one still around. There was another one. I thought one of the guys
Smith retire.
I thought somebody was injured last season, then retired this season.
I wouldn't doubt it. While you look that up, I want to shout out Chad Unstoppable.
Smith's
Appreciate the
there.
follow. Also, he said, not a douche Watson fan, no pun intended, but he got off way too easy. I think we all agree. We're glad to see that the NFL
changing.
is
That was
coming,
though.
the NFL is now pushing back
today.
against the ruling, right?
It's coming.
Yep. He said it was. I swear, I still probably have it, but it was like Goodell said it was an egregious what he did. He said the word egregious. I thought.
Oh, the same Roger Goodell that said, "I'm staying out of it."
Yeah. Now he's in it.
Right on.
Now he's all the way.
I saw Mike Florio predicted it would be what he said 12 games and a $10 million fine.
Yep.
Is that
would be much
enough?
better.
Do you think that's enough?
I mean, no, but it's better.
Yeah, it's better than 6 games, right?
Well, the funny thing is that the Browns said, they came out with their statement and said, we feel like Deshaun has been very remorseful, but in the actual ruling, I don't know why he got, less than or only 6 games, but part of her ruling was that he was not remorseful at all. He clearly wasn't.
Yeah, he didn't care. In that, in all the interviews we've seen, I'm sure his lawyers were just like, "Don't give up. You have to. You got to dig your heels in. Don't give him anything." But then it made him look so much worse. And then even like you said, the judge ruled and said he's not backing down, is not remorseful. We'll see what happens at the end of the day, but yeah, I think he definitely agrees more than he got in that initial ruling. So we'll see if the NFL throws down the ban hammer.
I think they're going to try to, because it's Goodell gets to choose who makes this decision. We all know about that, right?
Yeah.
You saw that he got to choose it. So,
well, if enough owners push back on it, then he's going to have to.
I would assume the crazy thing is you got to think how biased these owners are though, too, right? All of everybody in the fucking NFC is going to be like, yeah, fuck him. And then people in the AFC will be like, also, yeah, probably fuck him. So he's going to get hopefully.
Well, you guys got to keep in mind, rich white men though really relate to Deshaun's situation.
Oh God,
there's one up in New England that surely does.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, let's be real. He's just the ones we know, dude.
Yeah,
He's just the ones we know. Come on, a bunch of rich people. Come on, you never know.
Just a big misunderstanding.
Exactly.
It's a big.
Actually, Fail.
I asked politely.
30, but I think the total, not the ones that pressed charges, but the total that he hired was 66.
Jesus Christ.
So
that's insane, man.
Yikes.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah, he deserves what's coming to him. Chad, I think you're right. Tony Pollard looks great if Zeke goes down. A lot of people think Tony Pollard is going to be the RB1, even though Zeke had a good year last year. Decent, I would say, right? But I don't know, man. It'll be interesting. Tony Pollard will look way more electric. Dude. Way more electric.
Zeke's going to be the tenderizer. They send out on first down.
Yes.
Get the defense a little worn down and then let Tony Pollard be the slasher. But I hope he has a bigger role.
Jerry Jones says they want to feature Zeke more in the offense.
Dak
so they're going to feature him more in the offense.
Really?
No, that was Jerry Jones said that.
So is there some sort of clause in his contract where they can get out of his dead cap if he gets hurt?
I mean, I don't know.
We're gonna run him into the ground.
It's definitely a write-off. That's for
we
sure.
don't
for
want
tax
him to
purposes.
even be able to pass a physical by the end of this year.
And Jerry Jones would do that and would not offer
destroyed.
his blood boys because he needs them more and more the older he gets, dude.
Of course, he's not sharing good blood boys.
Absolutely not. He's got to stay alive until he can ascend through that stadium.
Those poor sixth rounders every year. They always go to a secret camp. They got to do some Cowboys initiation, dude. Sorry, they're at the end of the draft. It's whatever. They always have a little weak first week at training camp.
Yeah,
they're fine.
Yeah. Chad said Zeke fullback, Pollard running back. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Did you guys also see the Broncos now have a new owner? The Walmart family.
real quick.
Yeah.
Let's ride.
Broncos country.
Broncos country. Did you guys see Keenan Allen fucking making fun of him?
Yeah,
doing that shit.
Dude, his own wife made fun of him. Dude,
Unlimited. Dude, yeah.
I've heard he's been bad in camp.
Really?
I saw a tweet from, I forget, it was like a newspaper writer or something that said anyone that's saying Russell Wilson's having a good camp is just lying to you. He's been underthrown receivers. He's a little tubby. Uh-oh.
Interesting.
I'm sure he'll be
worst decision the ownership group ever made. What if it just completely implodes? I've seen some shit that shows the Broncos like 6th in the AFC, and I'm always like, all right. I mean, I get
Patrick, man, that's a big loss.
Massive.
I know, such a bummer too.
Yeah.
That fucking guy. But come on, it seems like we're expecting a lot from a team that's good on paper versus all these other AFC teams that we know are good. So
AFC is stacked.
And it just
I think
seems
Miami's going to be better than them.
Ooh,
I think the Raiders are going to be better than them. I think the Raiders are.
I think the Raiders could sneaky
on.
win their division.
That would be the biggest shock ever, but it'd be crazy.
That could be insane. You think they're going to beat out the Bills?
No, just the AFC West.
Oh, yeah.
The Bills, though.
The Dolphins, I do not think are going to win their division.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, I thought you were saying the Dolphins.
No,
I was reading.
I just think they might.
Matt's a big fan of the head coach of the Dolphins. That's the only reason he really roots for that team.
Dude, he's incredible.
They got weapons, man. If Tua is just like 3/4 of how good Jimmy Garoppolo is, then they'll be a juggernaut. At least on offense. I don't know if they're going to play defense or win games, but they should be a fun offense to watch.
I don't know. Brian Flores probably had that team playing pretty good defense. I feel like they're going to play better offense. Their defense is questionable now, though.
But obviously, running back stacked. They're super deep at receiver.
Skill, yeah.
And you got Parker. I mean, you obviously got Tyreek. You got Waddle. You've got Devontae Parker. You got Cedric Wilson, who was awesome for the Cowboys, filling in for Michael Gallup last year. Yeah, I mean, pretty sick. They even got our boy Sherfield from the Niners last year. Because they're 5th or 6th receiver competing for a spot. Pretty nice. Gesicki, very nice. Running backs, very nice.
The people want you to talk about Jimmy G.
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys saw. First message we got in the chat was from Failgank, who said, so Jimmy's going to be released is what I'm guessing. Does that make him the 2nd biggest dead cap hit of the year? Not sure how it works. And then he just asked, can we talk dead cap now?
Jimmy's dead cap is like Jimmy. $1 million this year or something like that. His was really bad last year, but
did you hear that, Failgank? It's only $1 million, so it's not even that big of a deal.
It's not too bad. They said they could foot
the bill
for him, but he's probably getting cut.
Yeah,
last year would have been like $27 million to cut him.
Dude, Washington bound already? I love where this guy's head's at.
It could happen. We've been talking about it.
Oh man, is Carson Wentz having a bad camp? Does anyone have the pulse on that?
I haven't seen that, but I've just seen like Commanders players doing like TikTok dances in the middle of practice, and it was like, this is what the state of Commanders practice looks like now.
Oh, let's talk about. Did you guys see all the fights they're having at Giants camp? Like literally on Bring Your Fans Into Practice Day, there was 4 fights at the New York Giants camp.
No way.
Like, talk about a group of uncharacter assholes, dude. Like, when your fans are out there, you're going to be pushing and shoving. And the one video I saw was, like, 2 guys were, like, wrestling on the ground for a solid minute and a half. And everyone was crowding around it, but no one could stop them from, like, grappling with each other.
You
it's
gotta
like, dude,
try and break it
stop.
up.
Fucking stop.
You gotta love fights, though. Come on.
I
mean, when you're watching
to a
Daniel
point,
Jones miss the broadside of a barn door on a 5-yard out route, you're probably pretty pissed.
Yeah.
Like this season's gonna suck.
Exactly. I just, man, I feel like the Eagles, everything.
Did you see that throw?
Baby.
I did. It was so bad. Yeah, it was terrible.
So bad.
Justin Fields had a bad throw too, but I think the Giants social media team knew that was probably going on because they put out a new video today of Saquon trucking the fuck out of a safety. Yeah, it was like, oh shit, like is Saquon a power back now? You know, like that's like the whole conversation.
Saquon's
on Twitter.
Tanking an 8th string guy and they're calling it a win. Like, come on, man. And it's also his teammate. It's preseason. It's practice, dude.
Yeah. Brandon Ayuk and Fred Warner got full blown throwing haymakers
a couple times.
Practice.
Actually, they got into a few fights. I kind of love that though, because it's like those are your like top kind of guys. That's gonna fire up the rest of the team to be like, all right, let's fucking go. But like, you don't want anybody to.
But there's a line though, and I feel like the practice with the fans, that's kind of dumb. That shows me low character on your squad. If the one practice where all the fans come out, there's families. Fucking Johnny whatever from fucking upstate New York brings his kid, has him on the shoulder, and you guys are pushing, shoving out the play, and then you guys are in a dog pile for 5 minutes plus, like can't even get it straightened out.
Practice is canceled for 20 minutes to let people cool off.
Yeah, and everyone's trying to tell their kids like these are the men you want to be when you grow up. Like, nah, dude.
Well, I mean, all you have to look at is Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
If you're like that, you'll get the NFL's first fully guaranteed contract, son.
God.
Maybe you don't tell
that.
You tell your kids, we watch this for entertainment.
Yeah,
that's it.
Exactly.
That's what we watch.
This is like a movie.
Yeah, it's like pretend they're not real. It makes it a lot easier.
Fail gang, just for your head, Jimmy's dead cap is 1.4 million this year.
There we go.
Not egregious.
I'm
sure they will try to. The Niners are just praying Deshaun Watson gets 12 games, but
hopefully,
Jimmy's throwing.
Hopefully,
he's throwing out there. He's trotting on the sideline. He's looking good. He's laughing, having a good time.
He's signing autographs.
He's ready to go.
Seems like he doesn't have a care in the world.
He's ready to take the Panthers job. He's ready to take the Falcons job. He's ready to take all the jobs, dude.
The Dolphins job.
What?
Dolphins, Commanders,
I heard Rams if Stafford's actually hurt.
That would be.
Is he actually? So I've not heard that news.
And that was someone that was like, "What if, dude?" They were like, "What if, dude? Jimmy G comes back and wins a Super Bowl with the Rams, dude."
The 49ers will keep Jimmy as their backup before they allow that.
Yes.
I think that's what the thing is. Like they don't want to cut him because they don't want Seattle to take him. Or the Rams, I guess, if Stafford has a fucked up elbow. How shitty would it be to see Sean McVay making Jimmy G like?
Yeah, dude, he'd be perfect if Stafford got hurt. Jimmy G is the exact replacement you want. He's just lesser Stafford.
He can't.
It would be the perfect like. Kyle is so like everything has to be perfect. McVay would be like, just go play your game, man. Jimmy, just go out there. Don't think too much, man.
It's gonna be a lot of 15-yard this and 20-yard that. You'll be good.
Just throwing Allen Robinson, Cooper Kupp.
Why everyone say Allen Robinson's going to be the best wide receiver this year? I'm down for everyone.
I'm an A-Rod truther.
I'm kind of down.
You guys are down. Look, I can't. It's like just because camp and it's a loaded receiver. Like we're gonna see Kupp and Allen Robinson get drafted in the first 3 rounds. Like 2 receivers from the Rams. I don't know. I don't know if I'm buying it. Dude. I know there's not OBJ. I get it.
I think the question is, do you think Allen Robinson is more talented than Robert Woods?
Yes.
There you go. That's why people are saying because
how good was Robert Woods last year when he wasn't hurt?
When he wasn't hurt, he was pretty fucking good, and then they got OBJ.
Bobby Trees is awesome in LA. I mean, Allen Robinson is like one of the better 50-50 ball wide receivers in the league, and he's never had a good quarterback. So he's had a lot of injuries, but.
I don't know why. I'm real. Maybe it's because everyone's so pro him that I just think the second wide receiver on the Rams is not worth a 3rd round pick, 4th round pick. You know,
I probably won't reach for him, but
there's some reaching going on.
He's probably not going to be on any of my teams for that reason, just like Robert Woods never was. But
this might be a dumb question, but is Odell Beckham? Is he signed still to the Rams?
Free agent, baby. Free agent.
Yeah, he's the only one kind of floating around.
You hear the rumors. There's some rumors. Fucking his boy Von Miller said come get a ring again and try to get him to the Bills.
Well, is he going to be
OBJ
ready
to
to
the Bills
play until November or December?
I don't know, man. Yeah, he got that torn ACL in the Super Bowl, so who fucking knows?
Yeah.
I Google it because I got him in my Dynasty League, and I'm always trying to figure out what he's worth. And a few days. Yeah, we'll see. He's gonna sign somewhere, but I don't know if it's gonna be right away. I feel like a little week 3 signing wouldn't be shocking for him once he's finally healthy.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that either at all.
Or
All right, we got a couple shouting out players. Felgang says Alan Lazard, say his name, fantasy stud.
Say his name.
He said he wants to be the best receiver in the NFL this year, so we'll see.
Aaron Rodgers called him a Hall of Famer.
What?
Well,
nah.
Okay.
Right.
He was making fun of what's his face, Devontae.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Because Devontae say when you go from one Hall of Famer to another, you know,
and then he said from Devontae, who's actually a Hall of Famer. Derek Carr might be a Hall of Famer.
No.
Not yet.
He's gonna have to the next 5 years are gonna have to be Hall of Fame worthy for him to be a Hall of Famer. But
yes, it'd have to be a legendary run.
But he's a really good dad, Matt. You say that?
He's an awesome quarterback and a great dad.
Yeah, he's in the dad Hall of Fame.
Dad,
easy at all. And he doesn't play it up for the cameras ever, and that's what I like.
Never. He's very real, Matt. Something very you don't know real about. Okay, come on.
He's never put makeup on his eyes in his life. All right.
You can see the emotion in those eyes.
Yeah. Chad said Derrick Henry was out there a few days ago cracking helmets. I expect nothing less. That dude is a fucking freak. And every year we're always like, oh, is this the year Derrick Henry falls off? He's getting older. He's getting fatter. No.
Stand by it.
Always.
We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this right now.
His running back efficiency has dropped over the past 3 seasons. Actually,
Colby's pick number 1. Matt's pick number 2. I'm pick number 3. CMC, Derrick Henry, and Jonathan Taylor. Who you going, Colby? Pick number 1. Who you going?
I'm probably going Jonathan Taylor because I think out of those two, he's the youngest. Probably won't get hurt. Also, he has a new quarterback, Matt Ryan, who loves maybe just dumping it off a little bit if he needs to. So yeah, I'd probably go with JT.
Matt,
I have to pick one of those 3.
Go for no. I want to know what's your 2. If it's not that, is it Cooper Kupp or is it Justin Jefferson?
I'd probably take Justin Jefferson over CMC
2 overall.
Or Derrick Henry. I want JT, overall. But I'm not taking CMC at 2, and I'm not taking Derrick Henry at 2 or 3. I probably wouldn't take Kupp. I probably wouldn't take
Jefferson.
Maybe Jamar Chase.
2. You go. That's a fucking awesome fucking.
I would not.
You go Jamar Chase at 2.
I'd rather take that than a running back who's good by reputation and has had a hard time staying healthy.
I've had such a good experience with Derrick Henry in my fantasy career that I literally, if I was 3 and he dropped to me and that was the move, I'd taken him. But I
just don't trust it.
Taylor last year,
they're gonna run the shit out of the ball, so we'll see.
That's
all they got.
Tom?
Heard Treylon Burks has looked good.
I'm going Henry, dude. I'm going Henry. I would go Henry over CMC. I think.
Yeah,
I'm a fan.
I don't know if
he brought me places, and I really. And just his last season was his injury history. I know he gets ran into the ground, but I think he is still one of the most consistent running backs outside of a PPR format. I think he's number 1. He should be.
Yeah.
But
that's fair.
I don't know. I'm a little worried about Jonathan Taylor. I think he is going to get a lot more of the focal point of all the defenses. They're going to be game planning a lot harder for him. It's going to be a little bit different than sneaky Jonathan Taylor last year.
But they have a quarterback now.
That's what I was just going to say. Yep. I was just going to say Matt Ryan's going to spread out that offense a lot more than Carson Wentz did last year.
First couple games are going to be pretty important to see what's going on with that. But yes, I guess it'd be hard. I'm not taking Henry over Jonathan Taylor if I was number 1 overall. So I see what you're saying there. I still be probably thinking that. But CMC gives me the most heebie-jeebies, dude. That's the one that scares me more than anything.
Yeah.
I really don't want to be number 2.
If I had to take one of those 2, it would be Derrick Henry over CMC.
Yeah.
I don't not trust Derrick Henry. I'm probably until the wheels fall off. I'm going to say that every year.
Exactly.
The year that I draft him, he's on my team, the wheels are falling off.
Chad says Henry number 1, Jonathan Taylor Thomas is his number 2. Failgang says Matt Ryan's arm is about as strong as Drew Brees' was last year. Dude can't throw the ball. Maybe. I mean,
we'll see. Maybe. That's what I'm saying. That's where all of a sudden this offense might be very run focused and Matt Ryan's struggling, you know?
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, it's not like they're
check down Charlie.
Yeah, they're not necessarily a down the field passing team anyway. Michael Pittman's not a big speed guy.
But is Pittman the guy, dude? Is this the breakout season though?
Yeah. I think he'll have a good year. And then they drafted forget that kid's name, Alec something, who's a rookie. Might be decent, but
is T.Y. Hilton gone?
Yeah.
I feel like he's on the Texans. I know he's not.
Free agent.
I feel like he's gonna get signed by the Texans, but I don't know why.
He might be the one that ends up going to the Bills or some shit and going to
Mo Alley Cox.
Oh yeah.
Where's Mo Alley Cox, dude? He's gonna have a season, dude.
They drafted Jelani Woods, this tight end who's 6'7" and had the most freakish measurables at the combine of all time. He's super raw, probably won't make an impact this year, but Jelani Woods had a better combine measurable than Kyle Pitts.
Wow.
That's something.
6'7" and ran a 4.6.
When do you draft Kelsey? First round or second round?
Well, probably
if you're on the turn, if you're 11, are you drafting Kelsey? I don't know what your options are in front of you, right? But if you're 11, all the good players are gone.
All of them.
Every single one of them.
There's only twos.
Let's see. The early rankings have Kelsey where?
Should be. I think it was bottom half of the first. I thought.
I would assume a lot of people
right around the turn,
end of the first. Yep.
Wow.
What do you got?
ESPN has him in PPR at 30th.
What?
Overall, that's falling fast.
That's a little disrespectful. That's under Mark Andrews.
Maybe because I
agree with that, to be honest.
Under Mark Andrews, really?
Mark Andrews should be higher.
The thought is he's 33.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
But no Tyreek.
But they got Juju. A lot of people.
One more fantasy question.
Some guy on Twitter was raving about Juju. He's only 25. He's on the best offense in the league. He's got the best quarterback throwing him the ball. Juju's.
He's got the best TikTok account of all NFL players. He's got the most followers.
Who would you take from? We'll say just where they're getting drafted, and I don't know where McCole Hardman is getting drafted, but I feel like based on whatever their ADP is going to be, I would rather have Hardman.
100%.
Really?
Better athlete.
Because it's better value too, I think, whatever.
Yeah,
Juju,
exactly.
I feel like Juju, wherever he goes, and I would need to look at when, but I just feel like it's overvalued. Because
I don't
there's
know
not that many receivers.
I
think the rookie, I guess,
right now,
McCole Hardman, Juju, and the rookie. I would maybe prefer to have the rookie, maybe. Or McCole Hardman. Sky Moore, exactly. I might prefer to have Sky Moore or McCole Hardman.
Rookies always get a little bit overvalued, but you're right. Any of them that's going to be that
they're also sneaky.
I would say, especially after
they sometimes
last
drop
year,
a little bit.
With Waddle and Chase last year, people are going to be drafting rookies very early this year, I think.
I don't know. I like Hardman. I know Tom's got him stashed in his dynasty league.
Yeah.
I like Hardman, but we'll see. I think Kelsey's going to get a lot of fucking targets.
Dude. I feel like you might deserve
Me too.
it.
I think so too. It's the only guy that I think Mahomes can trust.
Yeah, at this point, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, you're in round 3. You got a middle pick. Josh Allen ADP is coming right up, or you're gonna go for a definite drop down. And let's say you already got a running back, you already got a wide receiver. Let's say you've already knocked out your number 1 for both those. For the sake of argument, you're in round 3. You're either going, oh, this is great actually. You're going your boy Kittle, or you're going Josh Allen. Who you taking? You've already got a 1. You've already got a 1 in both categories. You taking Josh Allen, or you taking Kittle?
Colby?
I took Kittle last year, and I've never reached early for a quarterback, so I might pull the trigger on Josh Allen and be like, this is the year that I finally get the quarterback and stop streaming, because I've streamed quarterbacks I think the last 4 seasons, and it works, but it's just kind of stressful,
I'm kind of over the QB0 draft strategy. I don't really like that, where you never draft a quarterback.
Yeah.
But I think it's all about when you draft them, knowing which quarterbacks where, and I think if I was this person in the scenario I threw at you guys, if I've already feel pretty comfortable at a wide receiver and running back, I'd take Josh Allen probably over a tight end. Probably. He's the best. In theory, he's going to be the best, And
what
do you think, Matt?
It's just consistent points, but go for it, Matt.
Consistent points for sure. It's just the discrepancy between the positions, right? The top players at each position. I don't know. Kittle scares me because he misses time every year.
Yep.
And I think he's great, but also Brandon Ayuk has been a camp superstar. Deebo Samuel is a superstar. They're going to run the shit out of the ball. So that scares me. I'd rather wait until, where's Hawkinson going? 86th overall.
Ooh,
I would rather take TJ Hawkinson. To say about that discrepancy between the quarterbacks and like the best ones and how far apart is their scoring really, but it is pretty sweet to know like any given week I should at least get 25 to 30 from my quarterback. Like that always sucks to go against.
It sucks when you're like, fuck, I'm going against a top 3. I'm going against Mahomes, Herbert, Josh Allen, and a lot of the times too, those guys are playing primetime games between those like bigger teams, and so then it's like, fuck, all right, I need Josh Allen to only score 15 points. That's going to be a bad day for you. Sorry, like you're not going to be happy
in the first quarter. Like I really need Josh Allen to chill out right now because he's already got 13.
He's already got 2 touchdowns.
He's going to be out.
Like,
he's going to be out. Yeah, dude.
Yeah. I mean, I was always a guy that had like Tony Romo on my teams. Like he'd probably be like a sneaky top 10, but not a Tom Brady or Drew Brees in his prime. Last year, I reached for Justin Herbert, and I'd probably do the same this year for Justin Herbert because I think all of us collectively have a huge man crush on him. But
yeah, dude, everyone's so crazy. It's like, Matt, I feel like you were ahead of the game with your man crush on the Chargers because every preseason prediction is so into the Chargers, dude. Matt's been a fan forever.
Maybe I haven't.
You've been a Herbert fan
enough, but I was. Yeah,
you've been a Herbert fan forever for your Oregon
Colby's a long-time Herbert guy.
But
do I need to put the jersey on?
Saying, okay, you can. But Matt was saying MVP Herbert like 3 years ago,
true.
and he's been wrong every year. But maybe this
year we got another bet on him.
There it is, the official.
It's because I'm overcorrecting because coming out of Oregon, I was like, he'll be all right, but I didn't think he was going to be that good, and so now I'm like all in. Licking his boots or his cleats, you know.
I mean, you look at the past of Oregon quarterbacks. Joey Harrington, bit of a flop. Mariota,
Yikes.
Serviceable career, but never really panned out to what people thought he could be. And then Herbert was the next guy in line. So we'll see.
He got just really good.
Yeah, he got
really
good, really fast. And it was kind of by accident. Like the fucking medical staff, unless Anthony Lynn slipped him a few hundreds and the guy poked his lung on purpose, like it was definitely kind of by accident that they put him in there and he had a great game. It's like, all right, we can't go back. We got to let this kid ride.
And then the expectations were set so high for rookie QBs forever.
True. Very true.
That shifts back and forth. But right now I feel like it's if you're good, you should start right away.
You have your Josh Allens that took 3 years to get to where they needed to get, and then you have Patrick Mahomes, he's sat his first year, but he was immediately the MVP as soon as he started playing. And Justin Herbert was a top 10 quarterback as soon as he started playing.
So I mean,
it's not cool.
The
expectations are high.
The transition is being given to me on a silver platter. I think it's about time we talk about the Niners and Trey Lance and what they're going to be capable of doing, because talking like, hey, second year coming out, got 1 year to develop under Jimmy. It's officially his team.
Good time to get another beer.
A lot about it. Yeah, go for it. Yeah, absolutely. Go
get in there.
So we have a preseason game against the Packers coming up this Friday. So Kyle Shanahan did confirm that Trey is going to play. He's going to play in games 1 and game 3. So they're going to sit him for game 2. What do you expect to see out of Trey, and how much do you think he plays?
I don't know. So he said they didn't want to play people week 2, right?
Yes.
Because it's like too close to the next preseason game or something like that, the dress rehearsal. So I'd expect he'll be there, 2 series, you think?
I would think at least 2 series, depending on how I was thinking maybe a quarter. Like maybe the quarter if he only gets like 1 or 2 series in the first quarter, maybe give him another 1 in the second. See how it goes. If he performs well, pull him out. Like if you see what you want to see, take him out. But yeah, if he struggles a little bit, keep him in there. But just tell him like, dude, don't fucking run. Do not go past the line of scrimmage unless you're going to slide, and you have to slide. Like, because I think last year, didn't he try and slide last year, and it was like ugly. Like it was, he's not know how to slide.
He's not a baseball slider. He dives.
Yes. Yeah.
He'll do like a little juke and then like dive at the very last second. It's like, dude, just don't take a helmet to helmet there.
Exactly.
Or anything like that.
And because people are going to be going for the ball, punching the ball, hitting you in the face, like just don't do it. So I expect to see him at least for the first quarter. Like I said, if he performs well, they're going to take him out. But I'm excited to see him in action, and I mean, I don't know what other starters are going to be joining him. Did you watch the full press conference with Kyle today?
I did. He didn't give anything about really who was going to be in there, who wasn't. I'd imagine Debo won't play. Kittle won't play. Imagine Trent Williams won't play. So that's what worries me is without those staples at offensive line, I don't want him running for his life and taking unnecessary hits. And also that could hinder how good he looks because he doesn't have time to throw and it might look sloppy. And that's more what I'm worried about. It's not even like, what do I want to see from Trey? It's like, what do I not want to have happen?
Yeah,
and I feel like that's the worst possible scenario is he doesn't have time to throw. It looks disconjointed. It looks sloppy. He can't build confidence. He's getting hit. And I don't know. It would be nice. Maybe the starters are out there the first series or something. Maybe not Trent Williams. Just don't.
Yeah, don't even fuck around with that.
But I'm looking
Kittle
forward
would
to
love a rep. Kittle would love a rep. Let's be real.
Oh yeah. Kittle
one or two. Get him out. He'd be so down.
And Debo.
I'm looking forward to seeing the backs.
Yeah, me too. I'm excited
Elijah
to see
Mitchell and Ty Davis Price and Trey Sermon and some of those guys.
I'm just excited to see the connection with Ayuk and Lance because that's what everyone's been talking about in the offseason. And it's like, yeah, obviously the big story was Debo, but while all that shit was going on, Ayuk and Lance were kicking it in LA all offseason, playing football together every single day. Like that connection is going to be tight. And I would almost rather have a tight connection with your slot receiver and your quarterback just because, or even just like your wide receiver too, because like that's kind of the dump off guy, right? Like you make your first read. If Debo's open, hit Debo. But Ayuk is going to be, I think, electric this year. He's going to go early in fantasy as he should, but I think he could end up maybe even having more receiving yards than Debo. Not scrimmage yards, but receiving yards, I think, than Debo.
What's more value, where Debo's getting drafted or where Ayuk's getting drafted? If Ayuk
probably has higher value.
His value is maybe a little bit higher than it should be. Is Debo's dropping down where it should be?
I still think Debo's going to
get drafted.
Regression? No, I think Debo's still going to get drafted high because they're still going to run him. Like, I know there was a lot of talk of like he doesn't like this wide back position. It was all fallacy. He said himself, I like it. He's like, I like being the wide back. They worked it into his contract. We talked about this a little bit last week that when he scores running back touchdowns and when he rushes for like over 40 yards a game, he gets bonuses in his contract. So he is now almost incentivized to run the ball. So I think he's still going to have a high value, but I do think, I don't know where Ayuk is being ranked right
now. Right now.
Debo is?
Debo?
Yeah. And so Ayuk,
end of the first.
Ayuk's going to keep climbing, but he's 108 right now. Going for
$2
in an auction league where Debo's going
$2.
Where Debo's going for, let's see.
Ayuk, that's crazy value for Ayuk.
Debo's going for 45. Like, what would I rather have? I'll take Ayuk.
All day.
Absolutely.
Because I think Ayuk could have, like, I mean, there's a lot of mouths to feed, but I think he's good enough to have 1,500 yards if he gets enough target share.
I agree with you.
I had lots of shares of that guy last season, and there were some points where it worked out for me.
I think it was a slow start. It was a slow start for him last year, but
you hear what Kyle Shanahan said about him earlier.
Yep.
He said Ayuk had a slow start, and he knew that he didn't show up the way last year we expected him to, and he stepped up and put in the work all off season, and that's why you're seeing what you're seeing right now. But it's like every day there's a new highlight of him and Trey, and I know they're just showing the highlights, but there's some pretty fucking amazing catches going on between him and
what
Lance
if he pisses Kyle off in week 1?
I think that's Danny Gray's job now. Ayuk said in a presser yesterday, he said he's talking about Gray as a rookie. He's like, it's cool now there's another new receiver for Kyle to annoy.
That's exactly what he said. It's so funny.
That's fucking great.
I think it's clear he's out of that doghouse and they're cool now.
Yeah, I think they're buds. They're buds.
Good.
And that's another reason why I think he's maybe gets more receiving yards because he's now going to be highlighted on Kyle's play sheet. Whereas last year, like he was kind of suffering, and Kyle was like, "I don't know if I can trust this guy to make the play." Now he does, right? So,
and that's how Kyle is. Like he'll put you in the doghouse, he'll ride you, and as soon as you show him what he wants to see, you're his guy.
Exactly.
And like you're in the Kyle club.
Yeah, exactly.
With the Trents and the Kittles and the Debos and all those guys.
Yep, 100%. Phil Gang said
there's no blind spots in that crowd at all. No, he sees very clearly who's good and bad.
Yeah,
he doesn't have favorites.
Not a fan.
He's never made mistakes like that.
Phil Gang doesn't have faith in Trey Lance. Well, guess what? I don't have faith in you in the Packers. So get fucked.
How's that Jordan Love pick working out?
Yeah, exactly. Tell us more about that.
Now we won't know about trade, but
You know, you need the drop of Jimmy G at the end of the Packers game last playoff saying, fuck the Packers. That's that you need that as a drop.
Yeah.
That's got to be a drop for sure.
I'll get
just every
that
time
for
Failgate
Failgate.
says something,
Yeah.
just fuck the
forgot
Packers.
about that.
Yeah,
Dude, that was fucking awesome. All right, Tom. So you want to do a little squawk talk? You got the Eagles playing the Jets. That's got to feel pretty nice. But also, Jets got something to prove, maybe. So it might be a little tougher than you think.
It's preseason. I'm just excited to see the guys out there. I was more juiced for the fact they got 30,000 fans out with their practice they had recently. AJ Brown was enamored with how sick the practice was. And it's just like all good vibes coming out of camp right now. Jalen Hurts, and granted, there's going to be some bad games that I'm not probably paying attention to on Twitter. Like Jalen Hurts has a bad day, and I just don't look at those tweets, of course. I see the Jordan Davis highlights. I see the big touchdown catches. I see Nick Sirianni wearing a Kenny Gainwell t-shirt in the press conference, dude. Like, they all got the coolest swag. They've got Jalen Hurts had this one shirt that said Philadelphia, but the whole city skyline was built out of the names of Hall of Fame Eagles players.
Oh, that's
and
pretty
it's like,
sick.
dude, where do you get these fucking shirts, dude? These are so sick. So it's all good vibes right now. We'll see. We got to play a game. And I love that they continue to say when they're interviewed, be humbled. Like, we haven't won shit yet. Just because we're good on paper doesn't mean anything. You definitely feel that vibe a little bit early in camp. And now I think the coaches and the veterans finally said some stuff, because the vibe is not that way now. It's like, no, we got to earn it. We got to play every day. We got to play real hard. Fucking, I'm a little worried about Devontae Smith, because he's kind of feels like it's all of a sudden he's getting like second fiddle on a lot of shit. And everyone's saying it's all age. It's Hurts to Brown. And I get a little worried about any sort of personality conflicts, which right now there aren't any. And Devontae should not worry about it, because there's
It's gonna help him a lot.
Yeah,
as a young receiver.
dude. It's gonna help him so much. I get a little worried about so much talk about this relationship, kind of like you're saying with Lance and Ayuk, this relationship that Hurts has with Brown. So I get worried about, honestly, Eagles fans on Twitter starting up shit like, oh, fucking this, fucking that, and then all of a sudden it becomes a national narrative. So I hope
what Jalen said.
What did Jalen say? No, I didn't. Maybe I missed this one.
Said, like, what are you worried about Devontae hearing that you said AJ Brown's your best friend? He was like, no, and don't even start that right now. Like,
nice.
I
didn't hear that. I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
That's sick.
And that's great. I think it's a testament to the way the coaches have prepared them for this shit too, where it's like they are kind of, in a way, they like the beginning of the camp, they were talking about like, oh, we're like an all-star team. But now you don't really hear any of that talk anymore. It's like, no, we got to win games, got to earn it. We got to prove it. So I'm all about it. I'm feeling great. Can't wait for the season to start. I need to see if Jalen can actually pull it off. I don't really think we're going to see a whole lot of meaningful football in preseason with Jalen. It's going to matter when the season starts.
Hell yeah.
One thing I think is that they're going to be the most physical team in the East by far.
I think so, right?
Like,
Have to be.
They're dogs in the trenches on both sides of the ball, which you can't really say for the rest of the East. And then they're going to have the juggernauts at the skill positions now. I mean, like, AJ Brown should be a huge game changer, because he can kind of play. He's kind of like a Debo in a way. Like, he can, he's a yak monster. He can play it close to the line of scrimmage. He can stretch the field too. That'll open it up for Devontae to stretch the field.
Yep.
And then you've got a top 10 tight end in Goddard, maybe a top 5 at this point.
It's possible, right?
So,
it's all going to go down to, can Jalen Hurts get to the ball the right guy at the right time?
Yep.
All about his accuracy, his ability to throw the ball deep when it matters. I don't know. And they're gonna put all those plays in there. So it's just if he can make them, and if he can read the defense the right way, that's gonna be it.
I think our two teams are pretty similar. It's going to come down to, is the young quarterback good enough with the rest of the roster that's pretty stacked up right now?
Yep. It's time to prove it.
I'd say the Eagles are ready to contend.
And I'd say there's a little bit more leash on Lance. I think Lance, at least in the first beginning of the season, he's going to have a little bit more time. Like Hurts, dude, it's like, all right, you got your ass kicked by the Bucs in the playoffs. That's the last time we saw you out there. Like, you've gotten all these improvements all up and down your side of the ball. What are you going to do?
It was his first full season last year. He had 6 starts the year before.
Mm-hmm.
So you're starting to get into that territory. They say like 30 to 32 starts is when you know who a guy is. So,
and he's shown some moments, right? It's not like I got to see them beat the Cowboys last season. That's a big checkbox for me this season. We got to beat the Cowboys. Like, can't get our asses kicked by the Cowboys like we didn't expect to be a good team. I know we snuck in the playoffs without it, but can't do that. And then let's beat some good teams here or there, like we got to prove that we can play at that caliber. And that's what's great though, is that team's full of dogs. It's like they got dogs all up and down. They're not going to be afraid of shit. AJ Brown is not going to be afraid of any team. Fucking, I don't know. Any of these guys are.
AJ Brown, dog. Jalen
Dog.
Hurts, dog.
Dog.
Miles Sanders, dog.
Dog. That's basically the squad, dude.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm hoping AJ can bring that physicality to the offense because I think the defense, they have it. Like, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I'm excited to see Brandon Graham coming back, dude. Seeing some of these Eagles guys that got hurt last season, like I'm just Brandon Graham on the line with Hassan Reddick. It's like we don't even talk about that signing because there's AJ Brown now, but it's like Eagles got one of the best pass rusher on the edge in the entire free agency. They got that guy too, with a huge run stopper, with Fletcher Cox coming back, with Brandon Graham coming back.
Jordan Davis joining the mix, and I saw that highlight of him putting
poor Cam Jurgens, dude.
Cam Jurgens on wheels, but on roller skates. But
there's that also friend of the pod, Jack Anderson, got destroyed by Davis in one video.
That was brutal.
Destroyed.
That was brutal. Phil Gank really said he's really pushing for. He said, "I'll have you know, the Washington Commanders drafted social media influencer reporters, so the NFC East just got busted wide open." He also thinks China is going to ensure that the Commanders are in the Super Bowl, which is now sponsored by TikTok. So,
is it?
I didn't know the Super Bowl was sponsored by TikTok, but it is a Chinese company, so makes sense.
I think that's a bit.
Put on those tinfoil hats, dude. Put on those tinfoil hats.
I've heard Jahan Dotson's at a pretty good camp over there. Obviously, Scary Terry McLaurin is a stud. He got paid.
Yep.
And you're gonna have Antonio Gibson if he can stay healthy, mixed up with J.D. McKissick in the the backfield. It's a little 1-2 combo. I don't know. If Carson Wentz is decent,
He's got talent. Carson Wentz has talent. That's not the problem.
If not, you've got a dog behind him in Taylor Heineke.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Dog. Dude, that guy's actually a dog, dude.
Taylor Heineke is a dog.
That's another drop I gotta get. Just that one. You guys seen that video? I'm sure we have all seen that video.
Absolutely.
Dog.
Chase Young will be back at some point. I would say Birds, Commanders, Cowboys, Giants. Maybe Giants, Commanders, kind of interchangeable there, but
we'll see. The Giants I don't feel great about the Giants after what I'm seeing at training camp. It's like all the memes right now. It's like Brian Dable, like, why aren't you like Josh Allen? I can't.
What's wrong with this thing?
Yeah, exactly. What's wrong with this quarterback, man? He can't do this shit. What's wrong?
That was another recent Jimmy G rumor to the Giants.
I could see that.
I'm sure Dable would love to replace Daniel Jones with Jimmy Garoppolo.
100%.
Right now.
If it's that bad in training camp, why not? Why wait to pull the trigger? No reason not to.
And Dable's a Belichick disciple, right? So they probably had some overlap.
Might have some ties.
Is he?
Yeah.
Sean McDermott, of course, but I don't know if he was that. That was the tree. I don't know.
I think so.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. He was a defensive coaching assistant. Yep. So
he put the mass on the helmets in New England in 1995. So part of the tree,
Yeah, exactly. There's always somebody coming from the Belichick tree, and they're always going to be mostly terrible. Mostly. They've been doing better.
That's why I didn't think so, because it's like he doesn't want anyone. He's like, no, I'm a Sean McDermott guy. I'm not a Belichick guy.
Yeah, he doesn't want to claim it.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a bad reputation, dude.
Yeah, Josh McDaniels, a lot of pressure on him this year.
Yeah.
He's carrying the whole tree on his back.
Dude, and it's in a pretty tough spot, even though we all feel like the Raiders can be the sneaky dark horse, but it's a pretty tough spot. It's the best division in football.
Yeah.
Straight up.
True.
Especially when you have guys like Hunter Renfrow buying standard Ubers for fucking there was $86 million collectively in that one Uber, and they were all just talking shit like, dude, get a fucking XL. Like, what are you doing? Like, you're so cheap. I loved it. Phil Gank is asking us, are we going to stream our draft or are we going to post it in the Discord? He likes shit talking. That could be interesting. Maybe
we're thinking about doing a draft live.
Yeah, we're doing it live in person at a bachelor party. So I don't know if doing it live on camera is a great idea, but
probably not. We'll tell you. We'll talk about it a lot on Tuesday.
If we have enough interest, though,
post the results.
It might be fun to look up because we've been talking about. I mean, this is just kind of pulling back the curtain a little bit, but we've been talking about maybe doing like weekly pick'ems with you guys and posting them in Discord and getting everybody involved, and we can kind of like see how the chat does versus our picks, and then I don't know, maybe we could do some like fun free FanDuel weekly fantasy shit with you guys in Discord. So yeah, if you guys don't join us in Discord, the link is on the profile. I'm pretty sure the link is on Twitter now as well. So check out the Twitter, go check out the Discord. We're trying to be more active in there, trying to be more active with the chat in general. So join us for all that shit, because we do want to get some fun stuff going for everybody. All right, boys. We got football. 2 days, 2 games on Thursday.
Back.
Shit ton of games on Friday. Bunch more on Saturday. It is officially back. Let's fucking go. All right. I know there's a little bit of NBA news that you wanted to talk about before we sign off.
I mean, there's not much. I'll just touch base on the fact that Kevin Durant reiterated he doesn't want to be there, but now we know he doesn't want to be there unless they want to fire Steve Nash, the coach that he requested to coach the team, and dude, especially Sean Marks, the general manager, who he's mad about because they didn't want Kyrie to play games even away because they didn't want to ruin the flow during last season. So that's pretty much it. But I guess also earlier today, it was Kyrie hates Sean Marks. And then literally as we were logging on the pod, Sham says Kyrie doesn't hate Sean Marks. It was all overblown.
Oh, okay. So a little damage
Who knows
control.
What's real? Who knows what's real?
Dude, Kyrie knows what's real in this world. He knows the earth is flat. He knows that the vaccine is fake. He knows everything.
He knows we're all connected because he's probably done ayahuasca.
Yeah. Hive mind,
dude. Yeah, that's about it. It doesn't really matter that much. It's just more of, I think Katie's still going to get traded. That's what I'm going to stick with that at some point between now and the season beginning. I think Katie's going to get traded. So I'm going to stick with that because everyone keeps saying he's not going anywhere. I think it'll happen.
All right.
I think the whole Katie reiterates his stance thing. And then their very wealthy owner has come out in support of the front office, including Sean Marks. So I feel like this is leading to an impasse where they're going to take a deal that's not as good as they want to take. Kevin Durant kind of gets what he wants.
Usually that's how it works in the NBA.
True. Players League.
Player wants out, usually gets out.
Yep.
Goddamn Rudy Gobert trade's ruining it for everybody.
So, dude, yeah, ruined the market. Absolutely ruined the market. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. We'll be definitely tuned into that. We're going to be tuned into preseason. I think we're going to be back next week. As always, check Twitter. But I think we're going to be back next week. We're going to do a little dry run of probably our new football format. So we'll have some games to talk about. Even though, it is preseason, there will be some headlines. There will be some things to talk about. Hopefully, fingers crossed, hopefully nobody gets hurt. However, I feel like in the preseason, there's always a couple. So there's going to be some shit to talk about.
How about MLB? Giants suck. Joey Bart doesn't.
Giants suck. And finally Joey Bart figured it out at the wrong time.
Well, the Giants suck pre the Oakland series.
Yeah.
After the Oakland series, it's all good. We're good. We're back, baby.
Yeah.
We beat the Padres.
Big win last night.
Yeah, Padres suck now
bringing
too.
103 to strike out at Josh Bell to end it.
Love that, dude.
Alex Wood making Juan Soto look silly.
Oh, game's on tied right now, boys. It's 1-1.
Yeah,
They've been bad over the past month, but they're still in
so bad.
So bad. Joey Bart is so back.
And now it's fine because it's already over. So I've kind of like moved on where I was definitely bummed we didn't get Soto. But fuck it, we didn't give it away. We didn't give away the farm. And we're probably in a long-term position better than the Padres. Real long-term, like real far down the road.
10 years from now.
They still like Kyle Harrison's going to be like 35. At that point, maybe we'll be doing great. But yeah, I don't know. At least we didn't go big. I know.
The bottom line is Padres had the chips to trade and still be fine. We would have unloaded the whole clip and had really not much. So
probably in a better spot.
Probably smart.
Probably. I hate it.
The Padres did get a Hall of Famer that's 23 years old. So
yep.
However, they're
seems like a great guy.
1-5 since they got him, so that's going to keep happening, right?
And JD Davis has been better.
Yeah,
and that's the guy.
Actually,
so
let's maybe check back.
Padres.
Yeah.
We might feel very different in a week from now. That's
I was
for
going to
sure.
say, maybe we'll run the numbers next week and see how that ages.
I still feel like Padres are going to Padre somehow. Like Juan Soto's
Me
going to
too.
put up his.
They're
Machado's going to put up his. Tatis is on a rehab assignment. He's coming back in the next couple weeks, but they're still going to fuck it up.
They're Padres,
Somehow,
dude. That's what they do.
Some way.
It's going to be funny when the Giants find a way into the playoffs and the Padres don't.
No fucking way. That would be insane. That would hell of a run.
History tells you.
Yeah.
History tells you that the Giants will sneak in and the Padres will fall out. But
I mean,
what's the chance of that, Matt? Are you pulling up the standings? What's the chance?
I'm looking at the standings, yeah. So, I mean, in the wild card, Giants are 5.5 back at this point. They've really let it slip. San Diego's got one of the spots. Milwaukee's right on their donkey, half game back. So it's really us or Milwaukee to get that last one away from them.
You never know.
Next is Arizona at 10.
You know, if this team can pull off 107 wins last season, we can make the playoffs.
So is the rest of the National League just that bad?
Yeah,
that's pretty wild. I would not have thought that we were only
Atlanta,
5 games out of the spot.
And San Diego have the 3 spots, and Milwaukee's a half game back. We're 5.5. Next is Arizona at 10.
I like the Phillies being in there. Maybe
the American League race is a lot better.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Baltimore is 1 game back, even though they got rid of Trey Mancini and Jorge Lopez. But
I feel like me and Matt bond on this, that he's a Bryce Harper fan and I'm kind of a half Phillies fan. So we both that's our other NL team, I think.
Yep, Bryce should be coming back pretty soon.
That'll be big. It'll be a big
the
boost.
Pins out a couple weeks ago. The Fighting Phils.
Yep.
I want to see Baltimore make a run. That'd
be
cool.
crazy.
That would be
dude.
nuts. That'd be
That would be
nuts.
crazy.
They have the number 1 prospect in all baseball now, Gunnar Henderson.
Damn.
Shortstop coming up.
It's not Witt. It's not Witt. I guess he's playing now.
He's playing now.
Yeah.
No, Gunnar Henderson just grabbed the top spot.
Aren't we all rooting for the Mariners too? If the Giants are out,
absolutely.
All big Mariners.
Yeah,
Mariners
definitely.
pod.
I've always loved the Mariners.
Yeah. Mariners and the O's.
Yep, I like
all
that.
About them.
Underdogs. I love it.
Yep,
I love it.
Playing.
You know, he's got one of the best
on
base percentages in the since the deadline is big old Daniel Vogelbach.
Oh yeah,
Man.
One of the most electric players in all of baseball.
Absolute unit.
He doesn't make me like the Mets anymore, but I do like watching him play.
I just watched that. I forget the name of the influencer, the guy that's always like, "That's fucking Italian." He's always talking about. He's always like, "Daddy Vogelbach, look at him run the fucking bases. Look at that! Look at that absolute fucking meatball!" Like it's that's fucking great, dude.
That's some content I can get behind.
Yeah, dude, go check.
Sure, you all saw that TikTok with the construction worker that's like, "My blood pressure is the best it's been in 2 years." The New York Yankees just lost to the fucking Seattle Mariners. So good.
I love New Yorkers, dude. They're the best.
Yep.
Best humans in the world.
Gotta
probably.
get some on the fan base.
I know. We gotta
find some.
If you guys got any New York buddies?
John's
go.
friend's a New York fan.
Oh yeah, he's hopped
Angry
in
New
every
York
now and then.
correspondent.
Mm-hmm.
We'll find somebody.
Tell us what's really going on.
I got some buddies out there. We'll make something happen. Alrighty, lads. Anything else to close out the night?
Grievances, complaints.
Oh, Marshawn Lynch got arrested.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You see his mugshot?
Terrible, terrible
Ew.
mugshot. He looked bad.
Oh,
Eyes closed, like
He's
bad.
a little sleepy. Yeah.
They said he was driving up on the curb going to the checkpoint.
Well,
yeah.
Glad he got caught before he hurt anyone.
Oh
Yep,
man, he
exactly.
looks so bad.
Yeah.
So bad.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
Speaking of New Yorkers, Jets fans had a tough day today. Mekhi Becton's out for the year, so already lost their left tackle. It's not good.
Yikes.
Well, yeah, we'll get an angry New York Jets fan on for sure.
Oh,
year.
I got
We're growing
one.
the channel.
I have a
for
buddy.
NFL, so
Let's go, baby.
I know
have a
you're
buddy who's a
angry New
Jets
York fan. Yeah, I know Colby.
Duncan, fucking
Get
Duncan.
that guy on. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get Duncan on. He's a fucking passionate Jets fan. He was actually
Does
at
he
the
have a
bachelor
good
party.
accent?
No. He lives in
Nice.
Oregon now, so but he'd be probably down to come on and talk a little Jets ball.
Just make him have an accent. Tell him to.
All right, I'll
do
tell
his
him to
best New York
pump
accent.
it up a little bit. Yeah,
pump
it
it
up. I think he's actually from Maine, but we can make something happen. Alrighty, lads. Well,
Any grievances?
Oh,
'Cause
I
got one.
had one kind of that I already texted the group chat, but I went to Chipotle last week and they were out of chips. They had no fucking chips. I was so fucking mad. Chips is like a staple for my order. So I always go burrito bowl with a tortilla inside, and then you
Yep.
scoop it out with the chips. So you get nachos, a burrito bowl, and then when you're done with the bowl, wrap it up
Make a
into a
burrito.
burrito. So you get all three things. Didn't have the chips. Couldn't make my holy trinity of Chipotle orders. So
Wow.
it was a tough.
I'm
day.
surprised you
Tough
didn't
day.
throw that food in that worker's face.
Yeah, but they're not making enough for that kind of fucking torture. But
No,
you
good.
know,
I'm glad you agree with that statement.
Yeah. But you know what? Like, pick it up. That's
I know
that's not a
Matt
supply
verbally
chain
assaults
thing.
anyone in the Chipotle when things aren't right. So
Of course, yeah.
he's
Do
left
better.
teenage girls crying. Dude. Yeah,
What is this, your first job?
exactly.
Pick it up. I actually have one for Chick-fil-A. So it's been happening recently, and it just bothers me. When the line is busy, they have like 3 workers standing in the part, like in the drive-through, and they all talk to you every time. It's like, dude, just leave me alone. Like, the first guy got my order. So like I drive up to they're like, what's the name for the order? Oh, it's Matt. Like, let me get your order. Cool. I'll scan your app. Like, you're good to go. My pleasure. Yada, yada. We're good. Next guy's like, what's the name for the order? I'm like, Matt. He's like, what can I get you? I'm like, they already got me. Is it a mobile order? Like, well,
Yep.
what? No, I just ordered. Oh, she got you. Cool. Next person. They're like, what's the name for the order? I'm like, you guys gotta communicate, because I don't want to talk to anybody right now. I'm recovering from a 2-day hangover. I don't want to have all these interactions right now. So
Too much.
Chick-fil-A, please get on the same page with your communication. You don't need 16 people in your drive-through talking to every car.
It's
It's
That was a
little much.
homie hookup
You
for sure.
do
The drive-through
have-
workers are buddies. That's
They
for
do
sure.
have the speaker. They
yeah,
still
right.
exist.
You can just
Utilize
do it
the
the
tech.
old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
It's like, it might be your pleasure, but this is not my pleasure.
Right.
Right
This
now.
is my nightmare. So thank you.
They put them outside, Matt, so they can be closer to God.
There.
And no hindrances. One thing I do like, speaking of, you said buddies in the drive-through, I'll see oftentimes at Raising Cane's, the 2 dudes that work the drive-through outside, they'll just be laying on the grass together, talking, waiting for cars to come.
That's
And it's
incredible.
adorable.
Aw.
Yeah.
Chilling, dude. Yeah.
Just best buds.
The car comes up, they're like, all right, we'll address them, then they go right back.
Laying on the grass, dude.
Dude,
Having a good time.
All the Raising Cane's out here are always packed because they just built them. So
Yep.
everybody in the
Yep.
world is like, I gotta get those fingers. I gotta get some fingers.
I've only
Cookie
heard they're
hero.
okay.
It's decent.
They're pretty decent though. They're pretty good. They
You'll like it more when you don't have to wait for an hour.
That's-
Like, once, like,
yes.
it
Yeah.
took like 6 to 8 months here for it to finally be open. They're open until 2 a.m., which is
wow.
perfect.
Did not
Yeah.
know that.
The cane sauce is good. They got Texas toast, which is a nice touch.
Oh yeah.
You'll like it.
Oh, I'm
gotta-
in.
you gotta
Sold
do
me a
the-
Texas toast. Yeah.
You gotta sub the slaw for an extra toast. Game changing move right
Yeah.
there. If you're not a big slaw guy.
Bare minimum, buy a toast.
There exactly. Just add another and get
Add the
another
toast.
and get another sauce. Always get another sauce.
Yeah, 2 sauce.
Yeah, gotta have the sauce. Alrighty, boys. Well, hell of a week in sports. We'll be, like I said, back with you guys next week. As I said, there's not too many people listening at this point, but hey, you know what? We're here. Give us a follow on Twitter. Hit us up in the Discord. Like I said, we're gonna be around. Tiangela said, "Hey, cuz, we got a family member in the chat hanging out with us." So
I don't
what's
know who
up?
that is,
Good to
but
see
yeah,
ya.
one of us.
What's
Yeah.
up? What's up, cousin? Hey, cousin. Good to see you.
Not
Thanks
my
for tuning
cousin,
in.
but good to see you.
You'll have to go rewatch the VOD because we're wrapping up here. It is all over. But thank you guys for being with us. We love you guys. We'll see you next week. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend of watching football, and we will see you guys very, very soon. See you next Tuesday. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.